virtual pre-ride for McDougal Trailfest 2025. Right now we're crossing the dam. The kids' dam ride will of course be this dam down to the end down here, and you'll just come back. It's a simple out and back for the kids. It is just a ride. There's no pressure to race. Totally up to the kid. Doing this thing, I don't know that I've seen a virtual ride done, pre-ride done before. I'm sure they're out there. But if you've never been here, or maybe you can't get out to pre-ride, hopefully this gives you an idea of what to expect, or tips the scale for you to actually make it out. It should be a really good race. The past 2 years have gone really well. We've changed it up, or they have changed it up this year, going in the opposite direction of the previous years. This is my favorite direction to go, so I'm super excited for this. Right now we're dropping in. The start here is going to be super fast until we make it over to the lakeside. Currently, we've just entered the big woods. You've got a 4-mile loop, which will be the big woods, and then you've got the 8-mile, which will include the lakeside. Split off. I'm doing the whole 8 here, but I'll let you know when we leave the big woods, and then as we return, you can see you'll know exactly what the 4-mile loop is compared to the 8. Pretty wide open in the beginning here. Got our first sort of a little climb here, but nothing real crazy. The guys that are really going for it in the race loops and the 4x7.4, it's going to be pretty dang quick on the opening lap, I would suspect, because it's sort of a highway until you hit the lakeside. We do have a couple of new sections that have slowed things down a little bit through here, but it's still going to be pretty quick. It'd be cool to have a chase cam to watch these guys. Here's one of the new sections. And it actually does get a little bit tight over here in this new part. This is all new here. We're crossing the old right here. But this is a little tight in here, but for the majority, like I said, until you get to the lakeside, it is going to be quick. These new additions, Jim B, the main trail guy out here, has done in the past year, have really been great additions. It's broken it up a little bit, just giving us a little bit more trail. this super quick. We're still currently on the 4 mile loop. And here's one of those new sections. It's pretty fun. It's still getting burned in, but I mean, it's about there. It's pretty dang good. You should just come straight up the hill there, right there. So like I said, it's added just a little bit of trail, which is nice. I'm ready to get over to the lakeside, hit some of the little downhills. Looking at the lake, here's another new section. This is the freshest one on this side, but it's in pretty good shape already. Never done a race by chance, you may think about coming. It will be taped off. You have your start and finish. Get you a race plate with a little timing piece on it so they can time your laps or lap. Maybe you're just partying, doing a party lap, single lap. But where there's a chance that the trail splits off, or to distinguish between 4 and 8 mile loops, they'll be marked well to where you're following the right path. Us up. So here, if you keep going the way I was going, that's your 4 mile. That continues on the 4 mile loop. Right here we're crossing into the lakeside. It gets real tight right here through this section, and you're pretty much climbing. It gets real gradual through here, but you're climbing to the top, and then we'll drop down once again shortly after and have a big climb there, and then we're pretty much flowing until we make it down to the lake. Cheating today on the e-bike, but trying to make this video not too long doing the whole trail here, so this is going to save some time without me blowing myself out trying to do a fast lap. The trail is relatively smooth, so if you're worried about, I don't have a real fancy dual suspension bike, no worries. And I prefer riding my hardtail here. I love the hardtail that I've got. I've actually ridden my gravel bike down these trails. It is a little rowdy, but on a pretty much a road bike, you can do it. Here's our other climb we've got before we start going down to the lake. This one can be a doozy if you go a little too hard here in the beginning, because we'll reach a little point up here. You think you're done. You are for, I don't know, 15-20 seconds, and we're going up again. Here's the top. Get you some good rest right through here. Down. We'll have a short little punchy deal here. Going up. Kind of mellows out, and we're pretty much up now. Weather should be good next weekend, July 12th. I know it shows, last I looked, it's like 30-40% chance rain all week, but I think that's just because of where we're at right now. I don't know, I'm not a weatherman, but whatever's going on, it seems like we've had 30-40% chance of storms for a couple weeks now. But the good thing is, this place can take a good amount of water. You'll have a couple of soft spots in the bottom, but all the rest of it runs off really well. This is one of the places that stays the driest around here. Here we've got a kind of a high speed into a sharp corner there. We got a real tight corner at the bottom of the hill here in just a few. We go down to the lake. That's one that will award or reward the ones that get those gears shifted down before getting into the corner. That way you're not coming out of the corner and it feels like you're standing on the ground trying to get the bike to go. Real fast. And then right here, right turn, hard right turn. So just want to remember, which it'll be taped in a certain way to warn you that you've got a sharp turn there. But just make sure you get those gears shifted down so you can come out of that corner and keep on rolling. You don't want to be trying to shift coming out of the corner. You want to set that up before you get where you want to accelerate out. Get those gears shifted ahead of time. Here's the first of the gullies. Going up on the first one here. These things will wear you out. But it's fun coming down. Here's a new section here. Really like this little party added here. It's pretty dang good. Drop down Refrigerator Hill right here, and then down here we've got another really sharp right turn right here. You might have seen that orange tape hanging from the tree limb there. Again. Our second climb, second gully. This might be, I don't know if this is part of the first, considered part of the first gully as far as on Strava, but this one isn't super high speed coming into it, but there's another sharp corner there. Get those gears shifted. Going straight uphill after that one. We're climbing. Now we're down to the lake. This one too. It's another sharp one. This one you especially want to get shifted down some. There's a little root right in the middle of the corner. When you come into that thing in a high gear, that thing will surprise you, stall you out right there. Here we go, climbing up again. A lot easier on the e-bike. Shift points. When I don't ride this thing, after a while, you got to ride these e-bikes differently than your regular standard bike. Just, I don't know if it's the way the power comes in that helps you or what, but you ride it and shift it differently. I miss my shifts sometimes on this thing. Just because of the way the power is delivered. There's a corner down here. Yeah, it's after the next one. There's another right-hander. Seems like all these are right-handers. Which they are through these gullies going this way. They're all left going the other way, obviously. But after this next one, you got a real gravelly corner. But you know when you get there. But that is one you especially want to get your gears shifted down 3, 4, maybe even 5 gears before you enter that corner, or you can come out, because you're going straight up as soon as you come out of that corner. And that corner's loose. It's hard to carry a lot of speed through it. Kind of gravelly. Coming up this hill, and everyone rides different, but when I get to right here, you got a little dip. I usually shift up two gears. That carries me the rest of the way up here, and we're at the top. But that may be different for y'all. It's just how I do it. It's the magic number for me. Right there is 2 up. This is a fun little drop in. Right here, this left-hander. Woo! Down here, shift those gears down. You can come out of here, let's climb again. We're almost done with the gullies. Got a little baby gully after this one, I believe. We're done. We'll be headed back to the big woods. These little short downhills are, to me, they make the climbs worth it. Here's another turn you want to get ready for. That one, I don't know if you have to shift down much for that one, maybe a gear, but you definitely have to be on the brakes when you get to the bottom there. Yeah, and here's that baby gully. It ain't much. It's a fun little one though. Here is the point. Really pretty right here when you come through a little later than I am. Sun's going down over the dam over there. Pretty nice spot. But there we go. It's pretty quick down through here once you leave the point. Nice little up and down, flowy section following the edge of the lake here. Short climb coming up here after a right turn. It's not super long, but after you've made that, you know, we're getting 3/4 of the way through our lap here, it'll hurt you. This one here, right here, we're going up. I don't know what it is. It's not super long. We're halfway to the top now. We're up, but man, it burns the legs. At least it does for me. Now right here we've got 2 lines. I don't know if they're going to choose one for the race or give you the option of taking either one, but that was the high line. There's the low line. We're almost back to Big Woods and the 4 mile loop. across the bridge. It's nice there. The spot, that's one of the spots that stays wet whenever we do get water. I filled it in and try to keep it in this spot down here too. It's looking good. And now we're back on the 4 mile. And back into the big woods. Headed toward Scooter Hill, which is, I shouldn't say not fun. I enjoy it, but it is painful at the end of a lap. We've actually got a little shorter hill right before it. It used to be, I guess it was shorter actually than it is now. It zigzags up, but it was super steep and loose, kind of technical. I kind of liked it, but added a zigzag in, which it's pretty good too, and blocked off the old path. But the zigzag hill, it's not too bad. Scooter Hill is the one that'll try to wreck you. Trail, I think it flows a little better this direction. Like I said earlier, my favorite way to go on it. But it's fun either way. I used to never go the opposite direction, but after I did it a few times, and that may just be it too. I got used to it going one way, and you go the other way, and you're like, I like it the original direction I was going. That's, you know, you've learned the trail, so it may just be some of that. It's fun both ways. Here it splits. I think we're going to go around that little loop there, but there's nothing over there. It's just a little bit longer. I mean, probably 3 or 4 seconds longer. It just goes over and avoids going over that little bridge. But we're starting to go up Scooter Hill here. Now it's getting steep. It starts climbing as soon as we cross that bridge. It's steep here. Here's the scooters. They look as scary as the hill is. We're still going up. We're to the top. Right here, pretty much smooth sailing till we climb up on the dam. That is one thing that's not going to be the most fun this year, or this going this way, is right here at the end. You do all the grass, whereas the other way you get the grass out of the way right at the end of the lap. Now you're doing it all at the end, and that grass will suck you down. But they should scalp it pretty good for the race, so it shouldn't be super thick. But you do have a little gradual incline up to that dam through the grass. And there, leaving the big woods, headed to the dam. This is all gradual downhill right here. high speed corner here with some dips in it. Flattens out. And we got to go to the top of the hill there, so it's a gradual incline here up through the grass. It's got a little line cut through it. Not too bad today. We almost have the finish line in sight. Now going across this dam, it's about like walking, you go to the beach and you see that pier down from your hotel. Like, yeah, we'll walk down to that pier. Start walking. You're like, have we walked anywhere? Is it moving away from us? That's the way this dam is. You see that finish line up there. You're like, oh, it's right there. It's farther than it looks. So if you're trying to open it up and empty the tank, make sure you meter yourself, make a smart choice, because this thing's long. But that's it, guys, gals. It's your 2025 McDougal Lake Trailfest virtual pre-ride. So I hope you enjoyed it. If it doesn't get you out to the race, maybe it'll just get you out to the trail. You can ride this anytime, so come on out. Maybe bring your fishing pole, bring kids, catch some fish too.